Good morning. Our first reading and our gospel reading is not that so similar, but I can see some little similarity because what happened to the broken house of David was the result of the influence of the devil. And what happened to this man who lives in the tomb and was possessed with the legion of demons, his life was broken, but Jesus fixed him up and sent him home to testify what had happened in his life and how the Lord showed mercy on him. In our first reading, David was chased by his son Absalom. Absalom was the third son of David. And all this happened to David because of what he did to Uriah and to Bathsheba. Yes, David was forgiven. Even David committed the sin of murder, and Bathsheba and David committed the adulterous thing. They were already forgiven before the foundation of the world. But the forgiveness was seen in that particular moment when David was confronted with Nathan that you are that man. And David tore his robe. And he asked forgiveness to God, and he was humble enough. David was not covering his sins. David was saying, no, I'm not. He didn't justify. But when he was confronted by the prophet, he openly admitted right in front of the prophet Nathan that he sinned against the Lord. And through the mouth of the prophet, God released forgiveness to David. But his house was divided as a result, as a consequence of what he has done. Kita mga ginikanan, nagtuota nga ang atong our foolishness will only affect to us. No. It will go home to your body and it will go home to your family. Look at what happened to the house of David. Even Absalom himself, the prince of Israel during his time, his third son rebelled against him. And David fled from Jerusalem and went to the countryside. Thanks be to God that one of the seed of David, after more or less 1,000 of years, the son of David, Jesus Christ, made all things right. Iyang giduphan, kabalutan sa giduphan, kanang ginikanan bitaw, ang anak na iutang, ang isa ka anak na isala, ang isa ka anak presohonon, pero iyang giduphan. Iyang gitubos ang tanan. One of David's son, Jesus Christ, confronted the legion of demons. When the demons saw Jesus, they begged him not to torture him. The Bible says in the gospel that do not send us away from this area. See how the demons are so territorial? They love certain territory, and their most beautiful for them, the most beautiful tenement or dwelling place is the body of the person. Ang ilang pinaka-paborito kaayo, ilang mansion sa mga demonyo, ang lawas sa binuhat sa Dios nga mao ang tao. And the demon says, send us to the swine, to the pigs instead. Nangutana ko ni Yuyo, ganyan na ba kay calculator? Kaya ko ang matag baboy mo kantidad og tag 15,000, sa 2,000 ka baboy, 30 million ang kantidad dadto. 15,000 times 15,000 per baboy times nimo 2,000 ang mugawas 30 million ang kantidad dadto nga baboy sa atong panahon karon. Ambot lang gibayaran ba tong Jesus, gitaplan ba to niya sorry kay guys ha kani unsaon ba ang demonyo bugo to gusto ba dito taplan ba gano. And the people beg him to leave that place. Tungod kay pagano mo gito nga lugar, dili man to sakop sa Israel. It was a neighboring part of Israel na sa region dire sa near Magdalan dapit. Sumpay na dito sa kuan dayon. Western side sa Israel. So ang mga tao dito, kanon man ilang mangipahawa sa Ginoong Hesus nga nakit-an man nila nga ang katong giyawaan, gihiktan to siya sa kadina. Yanu-yanuhon mo lang niya og tanggal, gubaon niyang kadina. Unya ang tao, when they found him, he was clothed already and dressed up already, and he was in his right mind, the Bible says. Yet the people begged him to leave. Why? One of the reason was, tungod kay pagano to nga nasod, o nga lugar, o dili pagyud ready sila. Di ilang kasing-kasing og nahuna, dili pagyud inana ka ready sa Mesiyas. They can easily be influenced by the evil spirit to tell to Jesus to leave. Because the evil spirit were really afraid of Jesus. Sa iyon kaingon siya, have you come here to torture us? Sakit siguro na ko na torture ka Ginoo. So kung masayon lang kita simbahan, kung what kind of authority that Jesus has given to the church. In fact, when the 70 disciples, 72, returned in high spirit, and said, Lord, even the demons obeyed at us. And Jesus said, I see Satan falls from heaven like a lightning. Meaning, kining mga tawhana, kining iyang mga disipulo, maoraning mo kulatang Satanas. Kung nagtuo si Satanas nga ang mukulatan niya Dios, no. Kung mutuo si Satanas nga ang mukulatan niya ang mga anghel, nga pariha lang niya, once upon a time in heaven. Pero ang gamiton sa Ginoo nga mukulatan ni Satanas, ang simbahan. Ang gamiton sa Ginoo nga mukulatan ni Satanas diri sa kalibutan, ang lowest creature in the rank of heavenly and earthly, layo ra kay ang tao. Actually, kung i-allow sa Ginoo, nga patyon sa yawa ang mga tao, wala ray 1 minute. Tibuok taos, tibuok kalibutan, kaya niya patyon tungkol kay ang movement good sa angel or sa demon is like an angel ng Japon. Pero ubos-ubos lang gamay. Pero they are so fast, so very quick. Mabita itong sa the child in Egypt, di ba? The firstborn in Egypt. Dali ra kayo sa katanan. Pila to ka 1,000. Patay dahil ang mga bata. Ina nakapaspas ang angel of death. Kung tugutan sa Ginoo. But the lowest creature na naadre sa kalibutan is human being compared to heaven. I'm not saying lowest creature because man is the in charge of the garden. Kita ang mga tao. So kita ang superior diri because we have the image and the likeness of God. Pero as far as comparison of heavenly and earthly, Layo ra kay sa tanan ang human. Yet, gamiton sa Ginoo ang human para i-torture ang yawa. And that power and authority were given to the church. Not to the government of this world. Not to anybody else. Not to any institution. That authority given to the church. That gift was given. That gift nga naa sa bishop was distributed to all the priests during ordination, because by the virtue of your ordination as priest, we have that authority. Pero in certain diocese, naagi mga special pod nga mga priest nga gina-empower and given authority by the bishop. Although all priests can, pero naay mga special priest pod for that. Pero you see the power and the authority was already given to the church to torture the demon. That is why during exorcism, daghan kay mga times nga through the prayer of the church, not the prayer of the priest, dili prayer sa pastor, kana exhibition nga prayer bitaw. No. It's the prayer of the church that tortures the demon, and they scream, "Stop!" Pakiluoy ang yawa. Tama na, balik-balik ng Jan ka dyan. Diba? Na-exorcise isang nagkuhan, "Our reading is from the book of John, according to," suko kay yawa, Jan, balik-balik na ng Jan. And they don't like it. Especially when you remind their defeat, that when Jesus drive them away from man in the tomb, when you remind them that Jesus rebuked him when he was in Capernaum inside the synagogue, Jesus command him to be quiet. When he said, "I know who you are. Have you come here to torment us ahead of time? I know who you are. You are the Son of God." And Jesus said, "Be quiet." And he commanded that demon to leave from that person. If you remind the devil, the demon, from their defeat, history of defeats, they would hate it and they don't like it. That is why the prayer of the church, especially the litany of the saints, it's been cited there many times about how Jesus tormented them and how Jesus casted them out from the possessed person. Then again, the message today is that authority of Jesus has already given to the church. Gihatag na sa iglesia. Then we have, if you are a father, yung mga father, dili man ko pare, papa lang ko sa pamilya, you have that paternal authority. You have the authority sa imong balay. If you are a mother, you don't have a husband, you have that authority over your children. If you are a children, you don't have a father, you don't have a mother, you have that authority over yourself to rebuke the work of the devil. Gihatag na nga authority, but we must be very careful. Tungod kay the demon knows the territory and knows who is in charge. Dili na siya mapatuo kung you are not in charge. So gihatag na siya sa iglesia, yes, it's true. But we must have a right relationship. We must be in communion with our leaders. Because if you are not in communion with your leaders, potol ka. And you don't have that authority. Please stand.